Alright, so we just got to Yosemite, and I wanted to let you guys know that the entry fee is $35 per vehicle, but the gentleman who greets you before he designates you to a particular line let me know that the Sequoia National Park pass that we had hanging in the window could actually be used as a credit towards an interagency pass that covers all of the parks across the United States, which is $80. So we actually only had to pay the difference of $45 to get a annual pass for all the parks within the United States. Otherwise, if we didn't have that at the Sequoia Pass, it would have been the 35. So it was beneficial for us just to pay the difference, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty neat. And it comes with this little guy here, and you insert the card into there. So I believe everyone who enters into the park gets this, and then they give you the card, which you'll need to present with ID at all the other parks. Stopped along the road here. It's a wicked view. I don't think there's a particular name to this stop. It's just kind of like a viewpoint. Pretty breathtaking views here. I'm not sure if this road's gonna wind down and we're gonna end up down here on this road. Most likely, I'm assuming. I'm not quite sure though, but oh, there's a waterfall here. Look, see if I can zoom in on this guy. Spectacular views though in here. This is actually the tunnel view area, and quite a spectacular view of the waterfall over here. I don't know what this area is here, but I'm gonna figure that out. Yeah, this is just a little cool off spot on the side of the road as you're coming in here. Just stopped off at another point on the drive here in Yosemite. This is actually a little loop within Yosemite Valley. I'm gonna spin around here. There's a nice view of this mountain here. And just in here is the waterfall that's generally pictured with Yosemite Valley. Try to get over there and get a shot of it. So walking inward a little bit across that road, there's the waterfall here. And it looks like if you keep walking there along this path, there should be a good view from the base over in here of the whole waterfall. So we're moving closer towards Bridal Veil Falls. This little bridge we're standing on here. Well, we made it to the base of the waterfall here. Probably not go any further. It's fairly crowded, but if you just stand off of the little path, you can get a decent view. Nice, the water kind of just flows down into this area down in here. Spin back around. Zoom in on there. Beautiful waterfall. So what do you think of this little field we're in here?
I think it's pretty damn neat. I like this place.
So we're here near the visitor center in Yosemite Valley. So it's kind of like a big loop, if I've looked at it correctly in the way it seems to be laid out. And we're at the end of that loop. But this is just a spectacular views in here. There's a water source down here, but man, this little field here is quite a sight. This here, if I'm recalling correctly, is half dome, which makes sense to me. Just whipped out our little burner here and made some soup. It was lunchtime, but we're just here in the valley. I was just saying we were just in this field, and I was saying there was a water source over here, but this is it here. Quite a stunning view once I get over here. A couple bridges are within eye shot. There's this one over here. Oh. Show you this one over here on the left as well. Pretty neat. Stopped here to get a shot of the Three Brothers formation here, as they would call it, but it's not really the best views down in here, so I'll just kind of move along and see what we capture as we're going here. I'm not sure what this point here on my left is, but let me slide over here in a second. This was actually really neat. A minute ago there was a nice bright beam of light coming off of here. There's a waterfall up here too. So we're just driving through the park now. I believe we're on the road heading towards Tioga or Tioga. But these roads are just, the views are spectacular. And if you're not in a big hurry and someone gets behind you and they're in a bit of a rush, there's quite a few pull-offs, so you can just take your time and really enjoy the scenery and, you know, not be in a rush. But yeah, there isn't a bad sight to be seen in here. It's quite beautiful. So we're headed actually northeast out of the park, and there was a little stop here, a little picnic area at Yosemite Creek. They've just got some picnic tables here, and you can just get right up to the water here. Whoa. But yeah, this is a beautiful area. There's another view of this creek from down on this rock we're standing on. Yeah, beautiful scenery to be seen here all around. There's a neat little waterfall that crosses the road. And there's a little pool off. You can stop and check it out. We stopped way up there and walked down, but actually come over here. This tree's pretty crazy. It's kind of just hanging on there. Stopped here at this beautiful lake. I didn't see any signage for it, and if there was some, I missed it. But this is on the northeast side of the park. There's the highway that runs there from the east to west. Quite a interesting little valley in here. But the road just kind of runs along the side. You see on the far side there, it goes along the edge of the lake. Beautiful. So we stopped back at Tenya Lake. We were actually here yesterday, and we were on that far end over there. And I hope you can hear me because I'm using my shirt to block the wind. But yeah, we're just having some lunch. They have some picnic tables here, and this view is insane. little bit more of the view from this side of the lake over here, where we were having lunch. I was actually sitting there having lunch, and I noticed these guys up here are climbing up this mountain. So if that's your thing, there's certainly some opportunities to do some climbing over here. Just cruising along the road, heading out of the park now, but we just stopped. There's Tuolumne Meadows here. I'll zoom in on this sign in case I pronounced that incorrectly. There's another. Let's see if I can lighten this up. Another stop here. Some looks like deer, I believe. Some deer there. I think they're in velvet. They're just chilling out here, getting down on some grass. Some beautiful colors in the clouds. Another view from this little meadow here. That's a killer sunset. These guys are still eating over here.